Jeanie, Sharpless.
We found a home. And you know, when we were asked to speak at this week's event, and we were allowed to incorporate our team, and people who are leaders, people who are builders, people who are standouts in our organization, I got to thinking about what we could talk about. Because you know, everybody has something special to say, right? But I got to thinking about we have something that very few have in this organization today. And I'm going to talk to them for just a minute and I'll be back with you, okay? Sharon, I know that Benny Hampton dragged you to the River House to see this, if it was for you. Yes, you did. And Jackie, you dragged Wendell. Dragged him literally. And everybody knows that I drag Bill Sharpless. And thank God it only takes one person to get the vision. Right? So, these jackets we're wearing, Coach, were the very first box of jackets that you handed out at the River House. We can say we have them. Who are still here. Now just for a minute, I want Bill, share with them our first visit to the River House. Briefly.
We were welcomed at the front door by Coach. He wore a pair of jeans, a collarless shirt, and sneakers. And he said, welcome to our home. Come on in and sit down in the living room. So we walked in. There were 40 other people in the living room. I turned to the person next to me and I said, who's the guy at the front door? And they said, I don't know. He's some kind of a coach. Well, I'm here to tell you, he's been the best darn coach I've ever had.
At the River House with us that night, and you had a lot of people that came with you. So many people that, as you recall, Coach, you put them up at a hotel because not everybody could fit in the River House. Because we did have 40 people, had dinner, we laughed, we cried, we were emotional. We can never repeat that weekend. You and I have said that many, many times. But what do you remember about that, Jackie?
What I remember was, as Bill said, Coach met us at the door. The first thing he said was, leave your pocketbooks, your wallets in your car. And we came into the River House and we came to a home. We were welcome. Then Coach took us downstairs to the basement, which was the bomb shelter, and showed us YTV on a slate board. No website or anything. He wrote it out for us. And that's all it took for Wendell and I to join YTV in 2002. Wow.
And I noticed that a lot of you have never been to any of our conventions, so you're going to get a little bit of a taste of the themes that we've had working up to where we are today. And these two great ladies represent champions. Yeah. And I will tell you something about what champions do. Sharon Hampton came into this business and she was dragged in by her husband, Benny, who loved this business. He was a minister. Sharon could never fulfill his shoes as a minister because Benny's no longer with us. Sadly missed. But what Sharon realized is that he started something with YTB that she can do for the rest of her life. So what did you get out of it, Sharon?
One of the things was Coach and his integrity. And Coach is just such a marvelous person. When Benny passed, Coach was there. Put his hands on my shoulders. I've never had anybody do that to me. Go and look you in the eyes. And he said, "Don't worry about anything. Business will be fine when you're ready. We'll know." And he just gave me such comfort. And YTB, the positive, just the things that YTB does and says and means to me, it means that all the memories that I have, that Benny and I went on cruises. We went on, and we took our children on a cruise. We could have never done that with a minister salary. But thanks to Coach and the integrity that he has come throughout everything YTB is, I believe. He always said, if it ain't so, don't say it.
That's right. If it ain't right, don't do it.
I got it written down. If it ain't true, don't say it. If it ain't right, don't do it.
That's right.
That's right. And he has lived that, and I just think the integrity of Coach and the greatness that he is, it's awesome.
Now, to fulfill that theme of champions, we had to go out and build a team. Many of you think that we just book travel. We want every bit of money that's left on the table. We work both sides of our business, and I'm proud to say that everybody up here sells a lot of travel, and they also build a team. So, because we want to be champions, we went out and we built a team. Mary, how did you do it?
Well, one of the things that I represent is your time to build. And you have to have a strong foundation to build. And YTB is solid. Solid as a rock. That's what YTB is. It's in her seminar that YTB was like a bamboo tree. It's strong, is rooted, is grounded, and that's why after 9 years, I'm still here, and it just gets better and better. Thank you so much. Thank you. And after you build, then it's time to take off.
Freddie Andrews, my Freddie. For those of you who have never been on a stage, I want to introduce you to Freddie because Freddie's dream was always to be on this stage. And I can remember being in the car, Mary and you and I driving down the road building, and you said to me, "Jeanie, what have I got to do? I know this can work. I know I can do this. I want this more than anything else in the world. I want to get $500 bonuses. And you know what? I can do this." And I said, "So what are we going to do and when?" And it wasn't long after that you got your first $500 bonus. And you realized that you wanted to take off. And I'm clearing you for takeoff, Freddie.
All right. As Jeanie said, I'm Freddie Andrews, and I've been in YTB for 4 years. And my theme for this convention is clear for takeoff. And I am ready and clear for takeoff. And as I've been to this convention, which has, blessed me very much, and I see that everybody else that's got it here has done it, and I feel like I can do the same thing. So I'm preparing myself to go back home, and I'm going to do a clear for takeoff. I'm working my way to director the next time I
And Linda, did everybody love the way the meeting started today? That was the most powerful, memorable convention we ever had. And every time, if you ask anybody that was at that convention, every time they see that film, we all say, "Oh my God, it sends chills down my spine." And we felt so proud. We were never more united than that weekend. Never. And yet that week was beginning to be the toughest of our time. But we were never that united as we were that weekend. So, Linda, tell us about being strong and going after that freedom.
My thing is the my thing is liberty and travel for all. It represents two things to me, really three things. You see my crown, You see my torch, but what you don't see with your natural eyes is my chain. My crown represents freedom. Coach, thank you. The freedom to do what I want to do, when I want to do, where I want to do, and how I want to do. And one of the things that's personal to me, it represented freedom from IRS. What a lot of people don't know, when I came into this business in January 2007, I owed the IRS $15,000. With this business, due to the tax write-off and the bonuses and the 50-50 paycheck, December 2007, I am IRS free. This torch, Coach Scott, represents the enlightenment and the light that YTB has given me. This light right here is lighting me onto my journey. The chains that you don't see with your natural eyes, that's the chains that I escaped from my financial slavery. And I have walked into my financial wealth. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm getting out of the way for this next one. A lot of you know him, or at least the voice, because he is just flat out excited! Brian Sanders is living the life. He's chosen the lifestyle, and he wants to go out and share it with everybody he knows. And he has taken vacations. He's traveled the world. But I'll tell you what, you've also earned quite a few $500 bonuses. So you're out there having fun and making money, right? So Brian, tell everybody else how they can do that.
Well, see, I'm the quiet guy. My name is Brian Sanders from New York City! And my theme is turning fun into fortune. And folks, there ain't no stopping us now. See, I had something prepared for you guys to talk about, but after seeing Punta Cana for $449, it all went out. My bag is already packed. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. See, everybody from this lady over, I want you guys to say, have fun. Everybody from this young lady over, I want you to say, make money. So see, in YTB, we have the ability to but see, we turn that fun into fortune because we like to make money. And see, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, Coach, Scott, Andy, and the late Kim gave us a vehicle to drive to financial freedom. So who's with me? Hold on, that was only 79% of the room. I want to know who is with me. So ladies and gentlemen, it is time to turn fun into fortune. Because ladies and gentlemen, there ain't no stopping us now.
To take on the lifestyle, to have a lot of fun, to turn fun into fortune, if you are ready to be united with a family who truly cares about you and become strong, a big foundation that nobody can take down. If you are ready to take off and soar higher than you've ever soared before, above the clouds, think bigger, then you are cleared for takeoff. We want to build and we want to sell, travel. We want to do both because we are looking for champions. Scott, you always say we need new stories. We need new champions is what we need. We need champions and we need everybody here to continue to be a champion. Are you ready? Yes. No, seriously, are you ready? Yes. Then I want everybody to stand up as if you have a cup in your hand. And I want you to develop an attitude. And every time you're with your team or you're thinking about somebody that knocked you down, I want you to repeat after me. To us! To us! And those that want to be us! And those that want to be us! And as we leave the stage, to Coach, to Scott, to Lori, to Chris, to Dwayne, to Andy, to Shelley, and yes, to Kim. We are going to be nothing but strong and nothing but loud. This one's for you. Hit it, guys.